6:29 now time. Peabody Award-winning game show, Wait, Don't Lie to Me. I think Joe's coughing there because he didn't realize that just this past week we've won 2 new Peabodys for sound effects.
2 shiny new ones.
On Wait. And Wait, Don't Lie to Me is brought to you by Select Comfort. Remember, a sleep number bed is the key to a perfect night's sleep. Now, our contestant today is B.J. Lawrence. B.J. is he works as a host for the Dolphin Show at SeaWorld, and he correctly answered the following question: name the former president who, as vice president, once gave a rambling and incoherent speech during his inauguration and had to be tugged off stage by the outgoing vice president. B.J.?
Yep.
Who was that? Which president?
That was Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson. That's correct, sir. Do you know who the former vice president, the outgoing vice president was, who dragged him off?
You know, I remember the speech, but I can't remember who dragged him off there.
It was Hannibal Hanlon.
Ah, that's right.
Yes, and the reason that the speech was rambling and incoherent, do you know why that was?
I would guess that maybe he had a few. That'd be my guess.
Andrew Johnson, one of 7 alcoholic presidents.
I think that's conservative estimates there.
Yes, and one of them in recovery, supposedly. Okay, now, BJ, you know how the game is played?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we will play several audio clips for you, and you have to tell us whether you believe that the speaker is lying, telling the truth, or is engaging in what we call a weasel, which is technically telling the truth, but in a way that's really designed to mislead the listener. If you get let's see, I think, how many we have today, Joel? 4? 4, okay. If you get 3 out of 4, you will win our Grammy-nominated CD, the Al Franken Show Party Album. If you lose, you'll win our Grammy-nominated CD, the Al Franken Show Party Album. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is exciting.
Very.
Okay, here's the first one. This is Tom DeLay on this Wednesday's edition of Hardball with Chris Matthews.
Valerie Plame was not a CIA agent.
What was she?
She was behind a desk over at Langley.
What was her classification undercover? She deep
yes,
background?
But she was not an out-in-the-field CIA agent. That's what the law is all about.
Oh, that's a little lie.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. You can ring it again.
But Joe's the judge, and I don't want to jump.
Yeah, you did, but it's all right.
They may take a Peabody away.
You had it there. You were right.
Okay. The revelation of her identity would not have been an issue, let alone a federal case, had she not been a covert CIA agent. In the U.S. Department of Justice indictment of I. Louis Scooter Libby, it even says, and I quote, Joseph Wilson was married to Valerie Plame Wilson at all relevant times from January 1st, 2002 through July 2003. Valerie Wilson was employed by the CIA, and her employment status was classified. Prior to July 14, 2003, Valerie Wilson's affiliation with the CIA was not common knowledge outside the intelligence community. So when Tom DeLay says Valerie Plame was not a CIA agent, he is lying. Lying. Okay. We're 1 for 1, BJ.
Very good so far.
You nervous?
A little bit. That's all right.
Yeah, it's good to be a little nervous.
You're doing good, though.
Because that means you're on top of your game.
There's a lot on the line, so.
Yeah. Okay, this is Joe Scarborough and John Stossel. I know what you're thinking, but we have to wait till we hear the the actual audio. Joe Scarborough and John Stossel discussing the science of global warming on Wednesday's Scarborough Country.
Ice caps are going to flood. Manhattan's going to be underwater. Florida's going to be underwater. I mean, you cannot find scientists who believe that. Well, some meteorologists who understand, who study this, they don't believe it, do they?
They're much more skeptical.
I think the truth is you can't find a scientist who doesn't believe that. And so that would be a lie.
Ring the bell, please.
Now notice, oddly enough, Stossel almost appears to be
Reasonable. I know.
which is in itself is amazing. So that
Barbaro is a knucklehead as usual. But
well, you know, I'm on Joe's show a lot, and no comment.
I don't go on that show.
Why do I go on a show? Because I don't know.
I've never gone on that show.
Well. Several studies have discussed the impact of melting ice sheets on global sea levels. A recent study by NASA and the University of Kansas established that a complete melting of the Greenland ice sheet could raise global sea levels 7 meters, about 21 feet, and found that the ice sheet is currently melting at twice the rate of just 5 years ago. A 2004 study published in the journal Nature made it clear that even a partial melting of the Greenland ice sheet would cause a 1 meter, 3-foot rise. Such a rise would have a devastating impact on low-lying island countries such as the Indian Ocean's Maldives. Is that how? Or the Maldives? How do you pronounce that?
Maldives.
Oh, yeah, okay. Maldives. Which would be entirely submerged. Densely populated areas like the Nile Delta
I'm pronouncing it, but yeah.
and parts of Bangladesh would become uninhabitable, potentially driving hundreds of millions of people from their land. So, and you're right. BJ was right. He was saying you cannot find one peer-reviewed study that says this is not caused by man, and et cetera, et cetera. A 1 meter, let me continue this. A 1 meter sea level rise would wreak particular havoc on the eastern seaboard of the United States from Boston to Miami and the Gulf Coast, including Florida. A complete melting could submerge even London and Los Angeles. Yeah, yikes.
It's an inconvenient truth.
That's right. A great movie. A great movie. Recommend everyone this weekend, July 4th weekend, it's a long weekend. Inconvenient truth. Okay, this is now you're 2 for 2, so you can blow one.
Okay.
And this is Sean Hannity on Hannity and Combs. This is usually hard to blow, but you got one to blow here. This is Sean Hannity. This is
I want to give the context of this one a little bit, Al.
Well, you go ahead, give it.
Well, this is Hannity talking about the announcement by Rick Santorum and Pete Hoekstra, Senator and Congressman, respectively, that WMDs have indeed been discovered in Iraq.
Right.
This is Hannity
reacting to that.
A newly declassified portion of an Army report says that coalition forces have found chemical weapons in Iraq. At least 500 munitions containing mustard gas and sarin gas have been found since the invasion in 2003. Alan, the President of the United States has been vindicated tonight.
You shouldn't laugh before he answers.
I gotta
Sorry, what did you say, BJ?
I would say that was I would call that a weasel, because technically
This guy's really good.
Wow, that is something.
Found, right, but it was from pre-1991, and it was hardly that destructive.
We have another outstanding contestant this week.
This is something. We actually have had a. This is by the way why the Peabodys.
Congratulations, by the way.
Absolutely. If you did have a Peabody, that would be the reason why. I agree with it.
The contestants, because of the 29 Peabodys, 2 are for sound effects, 13 are for the contestants.
How many did I get?
7.
Thank you. That's nice. That's very nice.
Okay, well, we don't even have to go through this, but...
let's do the last one.
Okay, let's go through the last one. This is Tony Snow from yesterday's White House press briefing, and of course I guess it's in reaction to the Supreme Court decision on Hamdan.
Is this a setback in terms of the broader goal of this administration to expand executive authority?
I don't think it's ever been the goal of the administration to expand executive authority. We don't have expand executive power sessions. You know, it's so nobody thinks in terms of how do we expand executive power.
That's That's a lie.
Ring that bell.
Man, are you good. Reporting on a January 2005 interview with Vice President Dick Cheney, Bob Woodward reported in the Washington Post that Cheney felt that, quote, that the proper power of the presidency has finally been restored after being diminished in the wake of the Vietnam War and Watergate, and that President Bush contributed to the process by not allowing his narrow victory in the 2000 election to inhibit him during his first term. Woodward goes on to say that, quote, the vice president has been at the forefront of an effort by the Bush White House to promote an expansive view of presidential power by frequently invoking constitutional principle in refusing to hand over documents to Congress or allowing administration officials to testify before congressional committees. When this was pointed out to Snow yesterday, he employed the, hey, I'm new here defense.
The Vice President has said that it was a broader goal to expand executive authority.
Well, again, I missed the expand executive authority meetings.
They don't invite him.
No, it's the thing is he missed the public record meetings.
Well, he's isn't he?
What?
He is a news reporter at Fox News.
Yes.
So I guess they don't know about this at Fox News.
No, I guess
like
they don't.
Many other things they don't know about, but they know that the WMD is Oh, man.
Okay, BJ, stay on the line so we make sure that we have your...
Well played.
Oh, yes. Congratulations.
I'm
You
looking forward to
win.
seeing you at Democracy Fest in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay, great. Democracy in San Diego. Okay, well, let's hear that again, because we did give one of the Peabody's for music and sound effects. Let's hear the whole deal.
Love that organ.
I do too. And just well played. Well played.
It's been a run of like 6 now.
Really good. You know who was the only one who did badly was Mark Luther, and you weren't there.
That's true, but I listened.
Okay, we'll return in just a moment, finish up the week with Joe Conason.